Hey guys, Greg here coming to you with another episode of Greg's Bonsai. Today we're going to be talking about another one of my Eastern red cedars that I have in the garden. This one actually bought from a nursery. It was already grown pretty well. As you can see, this is essentially how I got it. It was in a small, very small pot, just because it was, growing in a nursery. They called it bonsai stock, had no name on it. This actually was bought with my Queensland bottle tree that I have showcased on my channel as well, if you want to go back and look at that. And I just have it in a little nicer of a pot that they had there. I kind of fell in love with this blue, and I wanted to try it out with the bonsai soil and with some feeder slow release fertilizer as well for it. And I really do like this pot, nice and low, bottom heavy. And also has that drip pan, which is always nice, all ceramic, terracotta anyway. And but yeah, I got this at the local nursery in a small pot, transferred it into this guy, and couldn't ask for anything better. I think I got this thing for like less than $5, so really good deal. Same with the Queensland bottle tree. And you can kind of just see, we'll go in here and do a little bit of digging. You see this nice growth here coming out, and if we follow this up, you can kind of see the tops here, the green part starting to expand and kind of turning into what we would see over here, which is kind of neat, at least just to kind of see that, because I've never, I've grown up next to cedar trees as a kid, but you never really pay attention to them until now. But yeah, so we have this nice growth coming up here, the main leader coming up and down, or over here, and just feeding out, and all this wonderful growth, new growth coming up here as we head into the fall, just in time for it to slow down here, I think, in winter. But really great growth. I'm glad to see that this thing transferred well into the pot, and this guy will go into storage with the rest of my trees here. And speaking of which, we're in a new location here, probably, I'm guessing, hopefully just for this week, hopefully next week when I do some more videos. I tend to do these guys on the weekend. Tropical storm Ophelia is happening outside right now. So between the wind and all the rain, it was not an ideal location to be filming these videos, especially for sound. So if you do hear a little bit of bounce back here or hollowness, it's just because I'm in my garage recording, just trying this place out because I need somewhere to record in the winter. I've been doing all summer recording so far outside. So I'm going to be trying here. I'm going to be trying in my shed where there's going to be cold storage for most of the trees. And I just wanted to try and put a black background on these trees just to kind of give a little bit more sight to it. So we'll see how that goes. And I'm just going to kind of do a roundabout here of the tree. You kind of see that it is angled. Okay, now I did put this in here and I didn't wire it down, but it kind of settled like this. And I'll be honest, when it came in the initial pot for this, it was already angled like this, and it's a little heavier on this side, so I will give it that. Okay, so I decided to kind of just put something here to hold it in place so it wouldn't tip all the way over. But I kind of enjoy the growth going on its side and seeing what happens. Now, when I need to repot this, I may move it a little bit depending on how these back branches are doing, because there is, like I said, there is a lot here, but I was really worried about tipping over, especially in the wind, and this weekend kind of got me thinking of that again. But it is holding up on its own. We may lose this branch eventually, we'll find out. But for now, it's staying in place, it's working pretty hard. And like I said, when I go to repot, I may shift it up a little bit. So we'll see how that goes. If anybody has experience with this and would like to comment and give some tips, I would love to hear it. I don't have a lot of evergreens in my collection right now. This is kind of this guy and my other red cedar. But I do enjoy the look of them. I do look forward to when I start to do some wiring, and that may end up being this guy getting angled a little bit, maybe doing an upright with it, with the angle, and just kind of doing an S, but we'll see how that goes. Again, we'll bring it around and kind of show you. So this is where I kind of think, you know, this is that main leader coming up, and I think this might just be the figurehead for it, and we'll just have to figure out what to do with these guys here. But for now, we're just gonna let it grow. That's really all you can do at this point. I'm gonna give it a little bit of time to acclimate to this pot, because I think I'm gonna keep it in this pot for many years to come. And maybe if it gets a little bit bigger, we're gonna change it up and put it in a little bit bigger of a pot. But this, I like the depth of it, and I like the idea of it. This guy might eventually be going down as well, kind of a sucker for the tree, but we'll see how it goes. So that is my Eastern Red Cedar from Nursery stock. Again, this is me just kind of testing out in the garage as well. So let me know what you think about it in here, how the sound is, and how visually it looks just with the overhead lights in the garage. I don't have a whole lot of light in here, but just let me know. I would love to hear your feedback. Again, I have always been doing this in 4K, so the light on the camera at least looks a little different than what I see in front of me, which is always interesting. But yeah, let me know what you think down below in the comments. If you have any ideas for what I should do with this tree and my shoddy camera work that I had today, just trying to put this together last minute inside. But yeah, leave me some comments down below. Make sure to hit that like button, and if you did really enjoy it, make sure to hit the subscribe button and the bell, just to kind of get that little notification when I upload a video on my channel. And we'll see you guys next time. Take care.